Like to acknowledge the Indigenous custodians of this land.
In terms of incorporating the Acknowledgement to Country, it was a really important way for us to show our respect to Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people.
The Wangal people of this Eora nation.
Most of our children here, this is their first education, and it was a way of making it an everyday practice. And later on, they've got an appreciation and understanding to help reduce bias. And I think it was a way of really bringing us together as a community. So each of the rooms created their own acknowledgement to country that was age appropriate so that it could become part of our day-to-day routine.
So in terms of our room, our biggest goal was getting a respectful and inclusive acknowledgement to country for all the children, something that was simple enough that the children can understand, but still very respectful, and just trying to build it as part of our everyday program.
Let's officially kick off our first RAP meeting for 2017. We'll start off with our acknowledgement. So we acknowledge with respect the countries, the skies, the waterways and the spiritual systems of the Eora peoples. We acknowledge our Aboriginal students and their families. We do this in the spirit of reconciliation as we move to a place of justice and partnership as together we walk gently on this land.
Some talk about the animals, some talk about the plants. It's not a script, it's what's in here.
I would like to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land on which we are gathered here and pay my respects to their elders, both past and present.
I thank them, and I think it's very brave that they've made that effort to do it.
Welcome to our whole school assembly. We would like to acknowledge that this assembly is being held on the traditional lands of the Kulin Nations and pay our respects to elders both past and future for the memories, the traditions, the culture and the hopes of all Indigenous Australians.
We always start an assembly with acknowledgement to country. At our first assembly this year, we talked about the difference between an acknowledgement to a welcome to country. So we're really trying to make it sort of part of the fabric of the school.
Ganamina. Ganamina. Ganayata. Ganayata. Naglu. Naglu. Thamande. Which means we recognise the Gani people in the land.
When I started teaching about giving acknowledgement to countries, straight away it was, let's do this in language. So then they're all very different from each other as well. Depending on what school you're at, you might get a bit more influenced by language, some people might not. So everybody will come at it at a different level. You won't have 30 kids from 6 different schools saying the exact same thing.
Together, we touch the ground of the Wangal land. We reach for the sky of the Wangal land. And we touch our hearts for the care of the Wangal land.
I think it's very important for us to do the acknowledgement of country because then we're saying thank you to the Indigenous people and recognising that they have been here for much longer than we have and they've kept the land so well treated that it's perfect to live on.